Okay, so we got our hone out. I know it looked a little stuck there, and it was for a second, but one of the important things I wanted to show you here, something else we did, was we went ahead and moved all the pistons out of the way. And as you can see here, basically what I touched on a little bit before was kind of knocking down that glaze that was built up on the cylinder walls, and you can actually see the difference here. As you can see, it's real shiny and real smooth. It's almost like a lacquer feel to it, and right here it's going to be a little more rougher edge in this particular cylinder. And I don't know if the camera can actually capture it or not, but what you see is you see it's kind of dull, and you see the cross hatching that's actually down in the cylinder. You actually see some of that cross hatching that's down in there versus being over here where it's all shiny and kind of glossy looking. And this actually happens from oil buildup on the side of the cylinder wall. It's really important that we take this step to be careful and hone them out the right way, because what will happen is when we put the new rings in there, we need them to seal. They will not seal if they're not honed out properly, and if there's no sealing, or not sealing, but if there's oil buildup on that side of the cylinder wall there, the rings will not seal, and you will end up with issues of blow-by and other concerns. So we're going to go ahead and knock out these other cylinders, and we're going to get it ready, and we'll clean it up with ATF. I know I keep kind of saying that, but the thing about ATF, and what a lot of people don't understand, is that ATF has a detergent in it. And what you want to do is you want to take some paper towels, and you want to take some ATF, and you want to start wiping down the inside of the cylinder walls. The reason is because you can utilize that detergent to clean up the cylinder walls, and you're just going to keep doing this process again until basically you have a white paper towel that comes out. You don't have any dirt or any grime or anything like that. And then once you have that step, that's where you take a light coat of oil, and you want to wipe down the cylinder walls before you put the new piston in. That's kind of the next step that we'll go towards. But for today, what we're going to end up with, and before we come back, what we're going to end up with is we're basically going to hone out the remaining cylinders here. We're going to take some measurements, and we're going to go ahead and order some new pistons. Looks like we're going to put some higher compression pistons in this setup. We're going to make it a little bit more gas friendly, not like my 1231 compression QR that I personally own, but we are going to go for the 10.5 to 1, and we are going to run, you know, the 07 Sentra pistons in this particular setup, which I think is kind of exciting. And then we're going to try to shoot for 200 all motor and see if it can happen. You know, I know a little bit more about the QR now than I did before, and there's some interesting things that I've come to find out, but we definitely think it's very possible to make 200 horsepower with nothing but a piston swap. So for now, we're going to go ahead and log off. We're going to finish up what we need to do here, and we'll be back when we have the new pistons in hand and ready to go in.